The guys said that they needed a transcendent game from a transcendent player. That's exactly what Victor Wembanyama was during this first half as the San Antonio Spurs take the 50-38 lead into halftime of Game 4. Here's your game you can trust, presented by American Express. He had 22 points in the first half, his most in the first half in any game so far this playoffs. Obviously his first time playing in the postseason, and Wemby knows how pivotal this Game 4 is, trying to get a win at home against the Thunder. Welcome back courtside here at the Frost Bank Center. Maria Taylor, the Hall of Famers, Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady. And let's just start with Victor Wembanyama and what he was able to do, ultimately willing his team into the lead in the first half.
Well, Wemby set the tone today. He came out ready to play. He was aggressive from the jump ball. You can see the emotion that he played with early on in that game in the quarter. What he's able to do by leading his team allowed everybody else on his team to be confident and play hard. The Spurs could have easily folded early on in this game and let OKC come out and get this win, but that wasn't the case today. And this was a collective effort, a team effort in this first half. And Wemby, this shot right here just put the seal on the deal right there. Wemby, we said Wemby had to be transcendent today. First half, he's been the best player in this game.
So for me, we talked about those 15 shots the last game. I said that wasn't enough. Yeah. He had 17. Right? We see what the result is. You have to come out and put your stamp on it and be extra aggressive, right? You are Wemby. You have to play like you're the best player in the league and on the planet. And I think this first half, he did exactly that. Now, it's another half they got to go. This third quarter, the quarter is very pivotal for this team coming out the first 5 minutes, and they got to hit hard and they got to hit first.
And I know it said Wemby plus 16, but I love the fact that it said 17 minutes. I would like to see him play 20 of the 24 minutes. We were sitting in the back. The first thing we said, we're not sitting him down. You play till exhaustion, then we'll figure it out from there. But when he's sitting down, they were able to hold forth. When he's on the court, he is making a difference. He's aggressive. He's doing exactly what we talked about in the pregame. They're getting him on the move, but when he's moving below the free throw line where he can use his height advantage, his skill advantage. When you get in the paint, it's a luxury. You had the luxury with Yao to a degree. They get in the paint, you know where he is because he's not floating around the three-point line. He's floating around in the paint.
Yeah, well, listen, Victor Wembanyama, 7 for 17, already shot it more, like he said, than he did just a game ago. Added in 5 rebounds, only had 4 in Game 3. And we saw him do something that made us think of a guy that we know whose birthday is today. We saw this move, right? We were in the tunnel. We're right back there. Tracy, does it remind you of something?
I think a little bit. Me and Cuzzo probably did that a time or two.
What did you do?
Oh, here it is.
There we go.
You did that on Cuzzo.
There we go. There we go.
Not me, man. I'm saying
when you 7'4",
that wasn't you.
And have athleticism. You get into the black. You can do stuff like that, huh? You still can do that?
Absolutely.
I can dunk it, but not throw it out the backboard.
Why would you do that to him on his birthday?
I know, right?
It's your birthday. We celebrating you. We don't have to talk about what he can't do in the
That is my day.
One thing we know for sure, okay, the Spurs, they are up right now, 50-38 in the first half. Meanwhile, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they're going to have to come back with an answer. Remember, he says once he sees the questions, he knows he has the answers. We're going to get you to sensational in his first 3 seasons in the NBA. And for the first time, we get to take a look at him in the postseason. This is a pivotal Game 4 for the Spurs. They'll need everything they can get out of that young man right there, leading his team in scoring, rebounds, and blocks so far this season. And the Spurs have outscored the Thunder with Wemby on the floor, but they've gotten crushed during the non-Wemby minutes. Outscored by 38 points in 29 minutes without him. When Wemby is off, the Thunder are shooting over 62% from the field. You see it there, a 20% difference depending on whether or not Victor Wembanyama is on the court. So obviously he shoulders a big load. Maria Taylor, the Hall of Famer, still here. Jamal Crawford joining us. Thank you so much
for making your way over. Ghetto Hall of Fame.
The Ghetto Hall of Famer. No, you're like the lifetime.
No, you can't leave her out, man. You can't leave her out, man.
I told them not to let you on our show.
I thought you were just making a point.
Thank you, Mello. His arms aren't long enough to reach me. All right, so let's get into the storyline we brought you here for. You trained with Wemby in 2024. Tell me about that experience and what you guys were working on to continue to make him better.
For me, we were working on some of my games, some of their games. We were watching film of these guys at night and then doing my stuff in the morning. So he's just so focused. Everything about him, a lot of people can learn stuff, very few can learn and then go apply it. And that's what he did. And he could download things really, really, really fast. And it was almost like It's almost scary.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's one of the best basketball experiences I've ever had.
Yeah, let's take a closer look at what you've been noticing about him, especially throughout this series here, Jamal.
For me, every time he's closer to the rim, he dominates. Right now, he's gotten further away from the rim. You can start to play different ways is how you end it. Right here, if you see it's a double screen, reverse Spain action. If you watch it, he gets downhill. Castle has a 2-on-1 right now. He can lay past that. Throw it up. Nobody else can get it, but the guard is almost as responsible as well. They have to engage the defense so they have a clear vision. Right now, they clear out. Now you have the height advantage. This is an easy, no-brainer. I need the ball, one dribble, and it looks fake.
Yeah.
That's how we imagine Wilt looking, right? That's what it looked like when Bill Russell was looking. It don't even look real right here. Caruso has some success, but now he's trying to front. But it's where Wemby posts up at. There's no help back there, and that's where Duncan and N1, and he took the ball and said, I'm taking my ball and going home. And then if you watch right here, it's always about how you can get those 3-on-1s, 3-on-2s, that 2-on-1 to engage the weak side. The low man's not there because he's scared to leave a shooter, but now you're leaving Wemby to dunk. So the more he's there and closer there, the more successful the Spurs will be.
But see, that's what we were talking about earlier. Yeah. That movement right there is collapsing the shell to open up for his teammates. It's just they made the adjustments now. It's putting Hartenstein on him so he can't. So they have a big on it instead of the smalls. So they got to find a way to really get him involved around that basket, even with Hartenstein on it. And that's setting that's Iverson's cuts. Get him on the move to get him in that paint because that's where he dominates.
And even in the pick and roll, like we see here, when he's rolling, 9 times out of 10, it is a guard that is the help guy. If he catches, if he sits in the paint, like you say, he doesn't need a dribble. Just go up and finish, get fouled.
And he needs to roll with force.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He has to trigger something. I took it. My bad. My bad.
No. I'm about to agree with you because I was just about to say I would love to see Wemby start gaining his spot early on.
Yes.
When you come across that paint, start sealing in the middle of the paint.
Push that
and when
right
they push you, you at the block where you're comfortable, where you want to be. I want to see him dominate the paint today. We've seen he can do this in game 1. I want to see him dominate this paint. And sometimes even with a big on you, I want to see you go down there and dominate the paint. Today, I'm going to agree with T-Mac. Wemby has to be, I'm going to use the transcendent today as a player. He has to be the best player for 48 minutes on this game tonight.
I love to see him getting the rebound, pushing the pace a little bit. Now Hartenstein has to guard in space while he's coming downhill or coming at him with speed and pace. Let's see how they do that. You get early fouls on him because we know bigs typically play with their hands.
And when he starts dominating in there, that's when we start making all the GOAT comparisons and what's going to be. He has to go back down there and open up everything else.
Okay, so after having 2 games of less than what he would like to do or a performance that he doesn't love, how do you think he responds? You spent time around him, so you know the way that he thinks the game and processes everything that's happening.
I'll say this story to y'all because y'all family. I'm not going to say the player.
Okay.
When we were training, I put him on the phone with a player, and he was like, oh, man, he was really excited about it, getting the future with him. And he was like, but you know what? I got to beat him first. And when he said that, I'm like, oh, he has a different type of desire. He has a different type of focus.
I know that.
So I know for him, it's burning him, and this game can't start fast enough.
Yeah. We keep saying
we know who the player is. You understand?
This dude here.
Something else.
Great story.
Can I say happy birthday to him,
You
though?
can.
Absolutely.
I got this dude's jersey on my wall present day. Like, for real. This is one of my favorite players ever.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you stopping by, Jamal.
Let me get that down. My arms got long.
It's the only way you're going to be able to come back, okay?
For real.
That's Jamal Crawford. You'll hear him during the game. He'll be with Mike Tirico and Reggie Miller. It's been a great call this entire series. All right, let's take a look at Melo's star player parlay on DraftKings Sportsbook. Melo, let's get a win.
Let's get a win. We're going to get a win today. I'm confident today. Today we got 3 legs tonight. You know, you give me Caruso, scored 10-plus points. The man's been averaging 21 a game in this series, scored 15 or more in all 3. He's not stopping. You give me Julian Champagny for 2 threes. Spurs leading threes, made this postseason 38% from 3. He's the one Spurs stretching the floor with Wemby, drawing attention on the inside tonight. And lock Chet in for 7.5 rebounds. With J-Dub still day-to-day, well, obviously J-Dub is out today. Chet's going to eat on the glass. Plus 276. Listen, that's the play. This is Melo's parlay today, and you guys will be glad that I made this today.
Okay.
This is my parlay.
So for the first time this postseason,
For the first time.